Kritika here. In this video, we are going to learn about regular falsy method. It is also called as method of false position. In previous video, we have discussed about what is an algebraic equation and what is transcendental equation and what is meant by root and what are the methods available to find out the solution for these equations. Here, let us focus on regular falsy method. Let us have an overview of how to solve using this regular falsy method. The first step is we have to find out the interval in which the root lies. We'll start substituting with the value of x equal to 0. Starting from x equal to 0, we have to substitute the other values also for x. The main thing to be noted to find out the interval is the sign in the answer. Either you will be getting all negative sign and all of a sudden the sign will be changed to plus, or else you will be getting all plus and it changes to minus. So any one of this case will happen in the answers. So when this changeover happens in the sign, there we have to stop our process and we fix the value of the interval as a and b. Either it may be minus to plus or it may be plus to minus. But these two values are considered as a and b, and this gives the conclusion that root lies between a and b. This a and b is the x value what you are substituting. So let me take this as a and this as b, and each of that is with opposite signs. One with minus and one with plus, and we got this sign on substituting the value of a in the function f of x. Now it is changed to f of a. When you substitute b in the given function, it becomes f of b. We have to find out the exact root for the given equation. To find out the exact root, we have to try with different approximated values. Starting from x1, x2, likewise, we have to try with different approximated values to find out the exact root of the given equation. To find out the approximated value, you have to use these four values, and there comes our regular falsy method. So to find out the approximated value, multiply a into f of b minus b into f of a in the numerator divided by f of b minus f of a. Now on substituting these four values, we will get the first approximated value x1. After finding out the x1, next you have to substitute this x1 in the given function f of x. As we did for a and b, you have to substitute this x1 also in the given function and get the value of f of x there. After substituting the value of x1 in the given function f of x, here we will be getting a new value for the function, and here also the main thing to be noted is sign. So this sign decides in which direction we have to move. Sign, either it may be plus or it may be minus. So this sign decides whether we are going to move towards a or move towards b. In case we get the sign of the value as positive, means it shows that the approximated value is somewhere near the value b. If the sign of the value is minus, that shows that since a is of minus sign, that new approximated value x1 is somewhere near this a. Suppose you get the positive sign and come to the conclusion that x1 is near b, means now our process continues with a and x1, which shows that our root lies between a and x1. In case the answer what you got for the f of x1 is negative, means it shows that the value is near a, our root lies between x1 and b. With this conclusion, we are going to proceed further in finding out the next approximated value x2. If the first one is the conclusion, means so in this given formula, you have to replace b with x1. That is, a and x1 is the interval. You have to replace x1 in the place of b. If we got the second conclusion, means now we are going to proceed between x1 and b. So in the given formula, you have to replace a with x1. Get the next approximated value x2 as usual. Substitute the value of x2 in the given function to get f of x2, and then get the sign of the answer, whether it is plus or minus. As usual, plus or minus decides in which direction you are going to move. You know, left side you have minus, right side you have plus. So depending on the sign, you have to fix the value of x2 near x1 or b and continue towards each other. This procedure is repeated till the root is obtained to the desired accuracy. It means once the approximated value gets repeated, it shows that we reached our target, which is the root of the equation.